A friend of mine, who's an architect, said that my photos showed the city the way architects have always imagined it, without the distraction of human beings. It was meant as a joke, but of course that's what London looked like only a few weeks ago. On the 23rd of March, the evening the lockdown was announced, I was on my nightly exercise round. I was on my bike cycling through a city that lay already deserted. I was experiencing London like I had never seen it in the 20 years I've been living here. I decided that taking the camera on my nightly cycling trips would be a safe way to document different areas of London without endangering myself or others. I had been photographing around Chinatown for another photo project for the past few years, so I made that my first stop. It was the very early days of the lockdown, and I wasn't quite sure that what I was doing was strictly following the official guidance. I feared I might be stopped by police at any moment and questioned what I was up to. I was reluctant to get my camera out. But there was absolutely no one about. The only people I encountered that evening were a few food delivery drivers on their bikes and scooters and the homeless. Between late March and the beginning of June, I have probably seen more of London than at any other time in the past. I went to photograph many of the well-known sites and attractions, but I also captured some more obscure corners of the city. The day I photographed the London Eye, I had just cycled past number 10 Downing Street, only minutes after Boris Johnson was driven along the same route across Westminster Bridge to St Thomas's Hospital in an ambulance. When I rode up to Camden Town, I deliberately chose a Saturday night. I never really got used to seeing any of the places I visited so empty, but Camden, completely deserted at 9 p.m. on a Saturday, felt particularly eerie. Like others, I wanted to document the lack of crowds in places that are usually buzzing with people. But looking at the images now, I feel they've taken on a life of their own. Maybe my photos are not about the lack of human presence, but rather about the stillness of the city being allowed a breather to reveal the beauty that often goes unnoticed. I've made a book with the best of these photos as a memento and keepsake of these strange and hopefully unique times. It would be great if you would help me to make it real.